Hi dolls! Welcome back to the channel. In the last video I showed you how to make a Barbie t-shirt and we added a graphic. Today I'm going to show you how to make some Barbie pants using that same bandana fabric from Hobby Lobby. To save ourselves some hemming, we're going to use a side that's already hemmed for the bottom of the legs. And now you want to cut out a piece that's 8 inches by about 7.5 inches. If you're making for a tall Barbie or a male doll, you might want to make that 8 by 8. So what we're going to do now is leave some room for the casing of the elastic, and we're just marking and determining where our crotch area is going to be. I measured this to be around 3 inches. However, you can go up to 3.5 inches depending on the doll or the how high-waisted you want the garment to be. So after you determine that, just leave a mark. And then you're gonna put some glue on the line that you plan to cut in the future, and then you're gonna smooth out the glue using the nozzle of the glue bottle. You're also gonna glue the sides of the square that you cut out just so it won't fray after you sew it. And yes, these parts will be on the inside of the garment, but you still don't want frays to be there. You're also going to add a little bit of glue to the top, but you don't want to add too much to the top where you're going to sew down your casing, because you want this part to stay relatively flexible. And then you could just use a piece of chipboard or packaging to smooth down the glue. Now you want to fold the elastic into the fabric and run a needle through the elastic and the fabric to hold the elastic in place. You want a few stitches going through the elastic just to ensure it doesn't come out on accident. And then you can start sewing around the elastic to make the casing. Now you're just going to start pulling on the elastic so that it does this, what I'm showing you. That's very hard to explain, but yeah, you're not ruching the fabric itself, but the elastic is going to do that for you when you pull it. And then you will kind of measure around the doll and make sure that you have enough stretch to get it past the hips. And so once you've determined that, you will sew the back part together. So make sure to run the needle through both of the elastics to hold those in place as you're undressing and redressing your dolls. And then you're going to just start sewing down the back for a second to hold that in place while you cut the excess elastic off. Then you remember where you have the line of glue where you're going to cut up to make the legs up to the crotch part. You want to cut that now. And you're going to sew up the back the same width as the crotch part, or the length of the crotch part. So once that is done, you're going to do this, what I'm showing you. It's hard to explain, so just watch on the video. Yes, you're going to do this to make the legs, and you'll do that to the other side. And then you'll just sew along the legs, and those are your legs. Be careful when sewing, because as you can see, one of my legs is longer than the other, and it's because I accidentally ruched my leg up here when I was sewing, and I'm just showing you where it kind of ruched and didn't straighten out, and so it took up some of the length. So be careful that that does not happen to you. Flip your pants inside out, and now it's time to dress your doll. And this is what I was saying, that I wish I would have just sewn the crotch at 3.5 inches instead of 3 inches, because I like my pants to be a little more high-waisted than this, but it's up to you. Now that is going to be it for this video. Just like this video if you found it helpful, subscribe if you like more videos like this, and follow along on Instagram at Adult Doll Collector. Thank you dolls so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!